Back now on Blues Weekly, brought to you by Scott Credit Union. Maurice Drummond, Andy Strickland from Fox Sports Midwest, the Blues and Dallas Stars. Game 7 on Tuesday night. So, Andy, the keys to a Game 7. First of all, the place is going to be rocking, but what's going to be the notes key to win this series?
Well, obviously, you want to keep your emotions in check. Everything still applies. You want to stay disciplined and not make too many costly errors from that standpoint that you can control.
Yeah.
But I really believe that the game will be won in the neutral zone. And you look at the games prior to this, when Dallas is at their best, it's when the Blues aren't managing the puck very well. They're turning pucks over in the neutral zone. That allows Dallas's defense, who can skate so well.
Yeah.
Guys like Heiskanen, guys like Klingberg, they just pounce on turnovers. Their transition is absolutely lethal. And they've got really good offensive players, obviously, off the rush who can make plays, and we've seen that. And if the Blues can get to their game, hey, it's all about getting it behind their D, forcing their D to turn, being physical on their defense, and going to work in the offensive end, off of their forecheck. That's how they've created their chances offensively.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a show. You know, these two teams, they've met in a Game 7 before. Go back to May 11th of 2016. That game was in Dallas, and in that contest, the Blues got off to a quick start. They scored 3 goals in the first period, 2 more in the second. The Note putting up the first 5 goals in their rout of the Stars, and that advanced the Blues to the Western Conference Final. David Backes was a big part of that. What do you remember most about that game?
Well, hey, look at some of the names there. Troy Brouwer, who scored a huge goal in the Game 7. Prior to that, against Chicago, Paul Stastny was on the team. I see a real young Colton Parayko who's coming to his own, who now has turned into one of the true elite defenders in the National Hockey League. He's getting a lot of attention right now, and he should, just based off of how well he's played. But this was a huge victory, certainly one of the bigger ones in Blues history on the road. Hey, whenever you can win a Game 7 is huge.
A very young Robbie Fabry, too, huh?
Very young Robbie Fabry, who was on that line with Stastny and Brouwer. But there's nothing better, Mo, you know that, than a Game 7 in the National Hockey League. We'll see some of those coming up, too, at the end of the game. Somebody's going to be going home. Somebody's going to be moving on. But we will see some handshakes.
Yeah, there hopefully some handshakes for the Blues. Final 30 seconds here. When you look at where this team came from in the beginning of the season, is it still stunning to what we're seeing right now on the brink of possibly going to another conference final?
Well, if I would have told you back on January 3rd that the Blues would end up in a Game 7 in the second round of the playoffs, and Jordan Binnington would be their goaltender to lead the way. He'd be a finalist for the Calder Trophy. Craig Berube would be a finalist for the Jack Adams for Coach of the Year. I mean, this has been a storybook season. Let's hope it continues.
Yeah, it's going to be hot out there on Tuesday night at the Enterprise Center. You're not going to want to miss that one, folks. It's going to be quite a spectacle. And that is a wrap for Blues Weekly. For Andy Strickland and everyone behind the scenes here at Channel 4, I'm Maurice Drummond. Enjoy Game 7, everybody. We'll see you later.